Oh my goodness, I'm back again. I had to do another video. Unusual Whales has seriously upgraded, and I wanted to go over some of the features that are super nice that I use on a daily basis. Now, I just did some videos on gamma exposure charts, but I use those in combination with Unusual Whales always. Mainly, I use this Intraday Analyst page, and this has got a big upgrade just in the last couple days. So super nice. What's nice is they've got the active chains. I love the active chains page because it's going to, not only does it line up with those gamma exposure charts that I did in the last 3 videos, but it's going to give you the contracts to follow. You always want to be going with the market, and so you want to be in contracts that are going to be getting play. You want to be in contracts that are within expected ranges. And so just looking at the active chains chart for your ticker, whatever you're looking at, I would always glance at that first to see, like, hey, before I buy this contract, is this thing even getting activity? And so what's really nice is just being able to go there and check that. Obviously, checking the big options trades too. Big thing. You want to see floor trades. You want to see sweeps in your direction. You want to see, if you're long, you want to see bullish plays. From the floor with sweeps. Those are the best type. So we see a lot of floor trades with Tesla, blah, blah, blah. I was just kind of looking at this. The biggest trades, you can see some pretty large sizes coming in, basically several $1 million. So definitely want to keep an eye on that because those options trades are going to be what's driving the market makers to do their hedging. And it's going to be, a lot of big players are going to see those trades too, going to be trying to tail them. So you want to be on top of those as well. You also want to be on top of chains with the highest OI. You want to be in basically a liquid contract. You want to be in contracts that have high open interest because those are going to be the ones that are going to be pulling the price towards those levels. So we talk about that in the gamma exposure videos where price is going to tend towards those highest gamma exposure levels. Those gamma exposure levels are going to be the ones with the highest open interest. And so keeping tabs on the open interest, and I don't know what this $1 put is about, but it's kind of funny. Dark pool volume as well, always keeping tabs on that. The guy in my Discord is a big dark pool trader, and so he uses these dark pool levels, uses dark pool tracking, that kind of stuff. So obviously you want to see this dark pool rising, just meaning that there's some huge money coming into the stock. So that's good. OI changes. I check this every single day. This updates about 6 or 6:30 in the morning, and the only thing I check is this, especially. If I'm looking to get into a play, is I'll track contracts that are located here, because if I'm looking at a contract, like say I'm tracking this 900, which is what I'm doing right now, I want to see the OI either stay the same or go up tomorrow. And something I like to do is, you can click on this little link right here, pull up the day's trades that happened on that contract. And what's really nice is they've actually updated all this too, which is really cool. So you can actually get the live flow on a single contract. That's really nice. I think you can do that before, but it wasn't as clean as this. So they've cleaned all this up. It looks really good. But you can click on charts and you can see for that particular contract, for that expiry, you can see if it's bullish or bearish premiums. You can see the premium heat map. All premiums are going to be here. So we got 21,000. And basically, we're at 12.5 bullish and 8.6 bearish. And so that's why it gives you this volume of basically almost 60% bullish on that contract, which is a good thing. If you're looking to get into the contract, you want it to be, essentially if it's a call, you want it to be mostly bullish. So we like to see that. So that's nice. You can just link right out of that into that OI. But tomorrow at about 6 or 6:30 in the morning, I'll check this OI again. You can see there's a huge increase. We want to see this go up again. And what that means is that people that bought today held their contracts overnight instead of just traded in and out of them. So if this goes up again, we definitely know that there's going to be some significant interest in the 900s. We'll also keep tabs on the thousands. I highly doubt that the thousands get tagged this week, but you know what? It's the week before OPEX, so and we're seeing huge ranges. You never know. You could scalp the thousands. They might be super cheap. I don't know. options charting tab. This tab is awesome. Basically, you can see, I haven't messed with this too much yet, so I'm not going to go over it just yet, but I'm definitely interested in this. This is sort of a new feature of Unusual Whales. But what I really like is this options charting. You can see the next 5 expiries. Now, this is something I was already doing before they added this on here, so they're kind of reading my mind here. And what I was doing was I would basically go through the flow and do this and look at the next 3 or 4 expiries, but they basically just added this on here. So I can look at the next 5 expiries of Tesla instantly and see where all the options premium is positioned. And so really all I care about right now is Friday, just because I'll just be playing, a short-term play. So I want to see where the pin levels are. And the pin levels are where all the premium is consolidated to. So we got a pin level of 850, which makes sense. How many times have you played Tesla? And by Friday, it's just pinning a level, right? So as of right now, it looks like by Friday, they're going to be trying to pin this about 850. But you can see the distribution of premiums along here. So calls are going to be this gray, and green is going to be the puts. So you can kind of just see the distribution, and you can see the range here. So Tesla can trade anywhere in here, and it's going to be within its expected range, essentially. Another feature of this that I like is that it's going to give you this little blue box here. These are going to be the total put premiums and total call premiums. And so we can see we're at 30.7 in total call premium and 17.1 in total put premium. That doesn't tell us whether it's bullish or bearish premiums, but it will give you an indication of whether or not that expiry is bullish or bearish. And I would say, just based on this, I would say you're leaning more bullish just because there's just more call premium. Not to mention we're seeing that open interest. We're seeing the open interest building on the calls for Friday as well. So if you watch my last video, you see that we're looking at Tesla as being a possible upside play, at least for tomorrow. And so we're building a little bit of a case for that. Another thing is they've got the tab just right there for flow levels. This was really nice too. A lot of these tabs are broken up into different sections before, where you're having to jump between pages a lot. So it was really nice having all of this into one page, because I look at all of it when I'm analyzing a play, and so it's really nice just being able to click really fast. So great job to Unusual Whales for really upgrading their system. But looking at the flow levels, all I really care about is these 30,000s for the most part, because the premiums on the 30,000s usually just way outweigh the premiums on in Tesla it looks like the 10,000 or 15,000s are also a thing too, and even the 5,000s. But I hardly ever look at the thousands. I mean, I really don't care what the $1,000 players are doing for the most part, unless the premiums are just insane. But most of the time, we don't really have a situation like that. But you can look at these levels too. This will give you an idea of where people are placing their money and what kind of expiry they're looking at. So 318, pretty bullish. 311, pretty bearish. So very interesting there. It might give you pause as far as thinking that this thing is going to run anywhere past 900. But you can see a lot of premium being put there on the 900s. A lot of the premium that we saw was put in the 1200s. So, just kind of looking at everything. And then you got the flow history, which is really nice too. I don't know if this actually is going to pull up here, but it's kind of lagging a little bit. Anyways, that's just a quick summary on the upgrades that happened to Unusual Whales that I really like, that have really sped up the process of analyzing plays. Hope you like this. If you do, like, subscribe. Peace out.